We are about 8 miles south of Detroit, just east of an international border, just under 7 square miles. Restaurant capital, I believe, is what the mayor likes to say.
We're very a typical hometown, American hometown. Our theme is living the dream, and it really is. It's more of a bedroom community. So we've kind of maintained for the last 3 decades about 30,000 in population. I've been mayor since 2009. So we've done a concerted effort to try to bring more technology to the city because it saves taxpayers dollars, more efficient. And as we start to evolve into the cyber world, you used to be able to keep your records in a locked file cabinet and maybe even a locked room. But perpetrators don't even have to come to your premises anymore to gain access to important documents. So as we continue to develop as a city, cybersecurity became more important. And 2 years ago, we decided to have a dedicated IT person in the City of Southgate.
As the first IT director for the city, I had to look at each department and how they use our infrastructure and where can I put security in place to secure that transmission of data. Attacks are definitely increasing, from phishing attacks, ransomware, to social engineering and beyond. They don't have a single target. Everyone's a target.
Yeah, I've been in law enforcement for 24 years. Been here with the City of Southgate for 21 years. Overall, my duties are to make sure that when people visit Southgate, or if they're living here, that they're safe in their homes and in the community itself. There's challenges there, right?
As we got to get more involved with our IT director, Jason Rucker, he exposed me to a lot of things, and we went with those recommendations because we felt that that was the right thing for the city. And it has proven to be very, very successful as it relates to another aspect of public safety.
I've implemented an email phishing campaign training, and then you piggyback off of that with policies, not written policies, like computer policies, computer hardware. So I looked at the products out there, and I seen that YubiKey was FIPS validated, which is important to me. The YubiKey worked with the FIDO2, it worked with one-time passwords, all that. And the strategy was to set up 2 YubiKeys per user, but I would always keep one. Things happen where it's Monday morning and everyone loves Monday mornings, right? So they forget their keys at home. Instead of going all the way home, they can just get a hold of IT and then come get their backup. Due to the security of the YubiKeys, we cannot clone them, so I had to set them up individually, but you're talking less than 5 minutes per key. That's from me booting up my laptop, so probably less than 3 minutes. It's super easy. What I was looking to gain was the security, obviously, but I also wanted the ease of use for my users.
So I wasn't exactly sure at first how it was going to be to use the YubiKey when Director Rucker first rolled them out, but he explained how to use it. You just insert the device into the USB, and then you're going to put your PIN code in, and it's been just that simple. Me logging into my desk, it's so much quicker.
It's very easy to do once I had the port there, just to be able to put it in right before I started my work.
I was able to implement it using certificate-based authentication to sync up with 365 as well as my Active Directory on-premise. I want to say it's been a blessing to know that you can't log in as that user without that key. So we rolled out Passwordless in every system that we have available that accepts that method. That's one of the reasons I went with YubiKey.
The idea of passwordless makes a lot of sense because you're inundated with so many different passwords you have to remember all the time.
By moving to passwordless, you're eliminating forgetting. You don't have to worry about them writing it down on a piece of paper and that paper going flying down the hallway. It's great. As an IT director, I can tell my users, if you click a link and they ask for a password, you'll have no password. So if they ask for a password, it's not real. My security posture with City of Southgate compared to other local, county, state, and even federal is unique. A lot of organizations and software vendors are behind the security best practices and standards, sadly.
I think we as a city have been proud of being on the cutting edge of a lot of different things, and this is just the latest of that. This will create a safer environment for not only our employees, but all of our data that we deal with on a regular basis. I think there was the common thought that this would be something ultimately that the city would need, and we appreciated the fact that, it was something we could afford.
We just passed our audit a little over 1.5 years ago. Using YubiKeys, I'm beyond the password requirements. There's like a page or 2 talking about password strength, complexity. We had no passwords, so that doesn't apply to us. I think being compliant is a great feeling. I'm ahead of the game. So using YubiKeys guarantees I'll pass my next audit. So knowing that makes me want to have a mock audit, which is stressful for most people, but I want to get audited just so I can see how good I am. So I'm protected. What I like the most is honestly the Yubico staff partnering with me and walking me through the process and being readily available to have that old mom and pop shop type customer service that everyone loves and misses. Like it was great. It was more like co-workers instead of a whole other vendor. The staff are really passionate about this, which makes it a lot easier. I just had an officer in charge yesterday that said, hey, when am I getting my key? And it makes me happy because I'm making their lives professionally easier, but at the same time securing our infrastructure. It's more secure, but easier to use at the same time. It's perfect. It's like a win-win scenario. I'm super proud of it.
From a personal perspective, I'm very proud of my staff and Jason, and I think there's a mutual sense of pride throughout the elected officials.
With the addition of the YubiKeys and the training and everything else that we've been through, it's relaxed me as the Director of Public Safety.
We're small compared to other cities, big business. If we can find the money to do this to make sure our security posture is beyond the standard of compliance, then there's honestly no excuse.
When there's something that's affordable out there that can give you the protections that this gives to a community, it's kind of foolish not to.
We need to protect everybody, not just organizations, people too. It makes it easier knowing that the future is going to be secure for the city.